With the addition of Spellements to most low rank spells, it got me wondering, what is this experience like for someone who's new to the game? My name is Taylor, and today I'm going to find out how many Spellements you can expect from Wizard101 to Dragonspyre. I started this test a bit after Spring Update dropped. I wanted it to be as natural as possible. I'm not going to use a Retriever pet, as realistically, if you're a new player or a casual, you're not going to have that. I will be opening Silver Chest. As a new player, this seems like something you may do. However, I won't be going out of my way to hunt for these or to repeat bosses unnecessarily. The only thing I really do on launch was the following very frustrating knowledge. You can only get Spellements from a world if the next world's final boss's badge hadn't been obtained. Thus, if you were in Mushu, you could keep getting Marleybone drops until you beat Jade. So to begin, I create a new Death Wizard, talk to Merle, bully Lost Souls, and save Wizard City. I go to Croc and get my first taste of Spellements, one Thunder Snake from beating Narini. After completing Crocotopia, I got 7 Spellements. That's it. No meme. 7. Up until this point, I really didn't understand how the Spellements dropped or why some bosses don't drop any. Was it not even guaranteed? I start Marleybone, get one from Gearhead and Timmy Icepick, and... Okay. Let's try this again. After getting back to Crocotopia, there's an immediate difference. 5 Spellements from beating Arena. That's a bit better. Just like last time, only some bosses dropped Spellements, but they were the same. This time, my Crocotopia run totaled 31 Spellements. Still not great considering the amount needed to upgrade each spell, but it's certainly a difference. So let's talk about what's happening here. This wasn't clear on launch, but Spellements only drop from one boss from each major street per world. However, as seen in the Temple of Storms area in Crocotopia, the only boss that drops Spellements in that section is Crocopatra. This is presumably because the whole area is treated as one big street. In Crocotopia, the number of Spellements drops from the bosses seem fairly inconsistent. In Marleybone, you will quickly realize that the Spellements available to drop in each world correlate to their world. Rank 1 through 3 spells will be immediately available in Crocotopia, and Marleybone will continue to offer those, however they additionally drop rank 4 Spellements. Marleybone was probably the least consistent of Spellement drops. While end of street bosses dropped few, bosses like Agony Wraith or Jocks the Scratcher dropped significantly more with 13 per. Yet Katzenstein, a boss significantly harder to get to, dropped only 7. Meowiarty did end things well by dropping 21, but that's basically just the Agony Wrath's 13 plus 8 from Meowiarty. Marleybone made no sense, so at this point I had presumed these numbers were completely random. Marleybone totals 72 Spellements plus 1 extra from a random silver chest I found. By the way, if you haven't yet, you should hit the subscribe button for more helpful Wizard101 content. Mushu proved my theory wrong. Every single boss in Mushu dropped 8 Spellements, with the exception of Tomogawa the Evil, who dropped 12. But that is also a solo, which means it's much harder to repeat. Mushu also began dropping rank 5 Spellements. Mushu totaled 92 Spellements dropped. At this point, I should also mention that there's a correlation from the school of the boss to the school of the drop Spellements. Some bosses drop Spirit or Elemental Spellements exclusively, or there are ones that drop both. This can help you identify the best sorts of Spellements for you. In Dragonspyre, I quickly made my way up to Malistaire. Immediately noticeable is the rank 1 Spellements are no longer dropped, however now ranked 6 Spellements are obtainable. However, Dragonspyre proved to be the most generous with Spellements, giving 14 for every boss with the exception of the 2 roaming bosses, the Collector and Victor Snowcrush, which only gave 8. Dragonspyre totals to 114 Spellements. So for a new player who has no idea what's happening, this leaves us with a grand total of 309 Spellements, plus 1 I got from a silver chest in Marleybone. This gives us a grand total of 0 spells available to upgrade. So assuming you're a beginner, you will probably total somewhere at this number or slightly higher. It's just a little disappointing to see no real progress made after so much questing. To address some of the complaints over those concerned over cantrips and Retriever, King Zhao did release a super rough version of the final bosses of each first arc world. However, with the high resource cost, lower than expected Spellement drops, and slow farming time compared to low-level content, this option is pretty difficult and equally, if not more, lackluster compared to other methods currently available. So what is the best place to Spellement farm? Well, if you've got the money or the wizard slot, the best place is somewhere in early Dragonspyre. Have a max wizard help you, and farm Vasek Ashweaver, Sea Lord, or Zaranthax for the most Spellements. And for the rank 1s, farm Oyotomi the Defiler, Jade Oni, or any of the pig bosses. If you don't have the money nor the wizard space to make a new character, retrieve your talents on silver chests on multiple wizards, while grabbing as many cantrip chests as you see on the way. As a reminder, once you've fully unlocked Retriever, you can breed with any pet. This will keep the talent unlocked. If you do resort to rematch duels, Crocopatra is likely the quickest one to beat right now. Either way, and even with the updates, the current system is truly a hard grind, and I wish you all the best of luck on your Spellements journey.